This is a suggestion to a guy by the name of TonkaSaw, who's probably never heard of me, might never watch this video, I don't care, but it serves as a little bit of a parable of, like, holy shit. Now, TonkaSaw is an up-and-coming member in the blood sports crowd. His morning Kumiteer show is gaining in popularity. It's not at the worst-ski level yet, but, you know, he's part of that crew, and he's doing a good job. And he's hosted some debates that included some other skeptic people like V and then Sargon and all that shit, and good for him. And he's attracted the likes of Jim Medeker, who's got a great fan base. So, he's got this nice built-in crowd. Good for you, dude. The problem is that I think TonkaSaw has gotten too big for his britches. I was just on Twitter, and I'm watching this long, just spurg out chain of replies he's having with this guy by the name of The Quartering, Jeremy, Unsleeved Media, MTG Headquarters, whatever. You've all heard of this guy. He's actually gotten some attention, for his crusade against Wizards of the Coast being a bunch of, pedophile protectionists and child rapist hiders, and, Hasbro and Wizards of the Coast are scum, and, good for him too. And the thing is, just because The Quartering is sort of on the side of, and friends with people like Sargon of Akkad, and is, sort of made acquaintances with people like V and shit. This is now, The Quartering is friends with a lot of TonkaSaw's enemies. And the bunny ears is the subject of this video. See, TonkaSaw is one of the, people who are really fucking just all day drinking the haterade on the skeptic community, the so-called community, which I think is a misappropriation, that it doesn't really exist. That really, whenever you hear a guy like TonkaSaw say skeptics, he's talking about like 5 or 6 people, and maybe the fan bases of those people. Sargon, Armored Skeptic, V, Dr. Layman, those kind of people. And including Crown T, which, as we all know, I've disavowed because he has been proven to be a total piece of shit. And I've been right there amongst a whole bunch of alt-right people and blood sports people in Kraut's mentions saying, go the fuck away, just die. Just go away and die, please. But that's neither here nor there. The thing is, so I'm reading TonkaSaw arguing with Jeremy, Unsleeved Media. And Unsleeved Media is just going like, dude, I didn't say anything bad about blood sports, because he made a video about blood sports where he's like, I think this stuff's kind of cancerous, but hey, if you like that, that's fine. But, I'm starting to think that this shit is overblown and sometimes kind of fucked up and cringy or misguided or whatever. He just expressed unease about the fucking genre. And TonkaSaw's like, you're just a jealous, crying spirit lord. Oh, look at here's the memes of all my followers. They've memed you and your buddy, the soy father. And you know what? And he's like, no, dude, I really didn't. Like, I don't understand why you're lying about me. I said, like, it's fine if people like your shit. I don't think people should like your shit. I don't like your shit, but I don't have a problem with people like your shit. And sometimes I've even enjoyed watching it, but it's just, I have some misgivings about your shit. And it's like, you're just jealous because we're killing the fucking skeptics all day. And that's where I went, okay, I can't help but make a video about this. Because, if I'm pretending like I'm talking to you, TonkaSaw, stop. The problem is, you had a couple of big wins, like a month or 2 ago, where, your buddies in the alt-right and the blood sports crowd, I don't know if you're specifically alt-right, I've only watched a couple episodes of the Kum, I didn't pay all that much attention to you specifically, but, you didn't kill the skeptics, dude. And you didn't really even hurt them. And even if you won a couple battles against them, they just kind of got tired of you. And you're acting like the crazy chick whose ex-boyfriend won't return her calls. Because now you're demanding that Unsleeved Media, who has like very little overlap with either your fans or your enemies, who is not interested in coming on your show, and you're calling him a pussy for not being interested for coming on your show. Do you understand how thirsty, desperate you sound at all? You do realize, like, this guy does not fucking care about you. Even guys like Sargon are starting to get uncomfortable because the thing is, you're coming off not just as a bully, You're coming off as like, you remember in school that there was always that one wannabe bully? Like, he'd want to hurt your feelings, but his insults were really lame and pathetic. And he wasn't brave enough or big enough to kind of pick on anybody who could ever resist. So he was only ever going after, like, the smallest fish, the meekest kids. And those meek kids weren't threatened by him. They were more like cringing and like, go away, you're really fucking annoying. I don't need your shit right now. Like, can you please fucking stop? Like, they're not rushing to tell the teacher on you. They're begging you to go the fuck away because you're just that loathsome to be around. You're coming off like that guy to a guy that even if he went on your show and went toe-to-toe with you in your blood sports, nobody would really care because the thing is, like, nobody who cares about Unsleep Media, Jeremy, are the kind of people who care about you and vice versa. Your fans don't care about him either. You're just like, oh, this guy's friends with Sargon. I can just take all these shots at Sargon by proxy by shooting at this much smaller guy. It's like, dude, TonkaSaw, that's really fucking pathetic. That's really sad. That's really small and cowardly of you, and you should probably stop. Because I'm not even trying to take away your victories, against the skeptic crowd or whatever. I'm just saying that, first of all, you didn't kill the skeptic crowd. You're gaining in popularity, so are they. Their views are not going down. Their subscriber counts are not going down. And their fan support is not going down. Just like yours isn't. Ultimately, if you want to talk about the big overarching picture, all the battles between blood sports / alt-right / ethno-nationalism / the far right / new right, whatever the fuck you want to call about you. I'm not trying to do the label game right now. That guys, and then the liberals and the skeptics and even the liberalists, which I agree is cringy and all that shit, everything that you two have done to fight each other has come out as a draw, a push. It's all in the wash. Neither of you beat each other. You can point to individual battles where one of you owned the other, and maybe if you even look at enough individual things, you'll see more wins on the right. I should be reaching on this side of the screen. Whatever. In the big picture, no killing occurred. You're not dead, they're not dead, nobody's dead. So stop beating your chest like you did that, because you're lying. And then I look at what you're saying about what Unsleep Media Jeremy said about you, and you're lying about what he said. And then you're tweeting this guy like 20, 30 times, like a fucking crazed ex-girlfriend. Stop it. You look bad. Just stop. There's like no point. And when you're calling people, you're too pussy to come on my show. Like, when Jim Medicare said that about some people, because those are people who, like, want to argue with him, but keep saying, like, come on my show, or talk to me in DMs or whatever. You look at Unsleep Media, he doesn't want to talk to you at all. He doesn't care about you. He's not looking to defeat you. He doesn't give a shit about you. And you can't keep his name out of your mouth. And a lot of these people are doing the same kind of thing with Sargon, where Sargon is getting more and more like all these alt-right people collectively are to me as this bully who wants to bully me, but they can't hurt me. All they do is annoy the fuck out of me. And that's why Sargon is talking to you and about you less and less and less. And you can call that a victory all you want. The thing is, it doesn't hurt him in the least to ignore you. At all. And if anything, he's just taking the stress of dealing with you out of his life. So if you're trying to attract him or other acquaintances of his to fight with you, it just comes off like you need the attention, that it's you crying for attention, and that it really doesn't look like there's any potential benefit whatsoever with them coming on your fucking show and talking to you in front of your fans when they could just as well ignore you. They don't have to tell the teacher. They don't have to go to war. They don't have to fucking tattle on you or snitch. They don't have to fight you or all they have to do, honestly, is block you and ignore you. And you say, oh, they're scared of me. No, you're a waste of fucking time. Okay? Like, really, that's the actual fact of the matter. Now, again, I didn't try to take away or even once any particular victory you had, and I said you can call the fact that they don't want to talk to you anymore a victory all you want. The thing is, if what you're seeking is a fight, that there's nothing to be gained with them in having with you at all. At fucking all. Even if they just dragged you and owned the fucking shit out of you, they would gain nothing. And if the particular argument they have with you comes out in the wash, they'd gain nothing. And if they lost to you, they definitely gain nothing. And they're annoyed by your fucking presence. They don't enjoy talking to you in any way, cathartic or otherwise. The more you fucking beg them to come fight you, after a while, it doesn't make you look good if they ignore you. It actually makes you look desperate. And I might be the only person who thinks that now. But just you wait, TonkaSaw. If you keep talking like you're talking to Unsleep Media, who's not a multi-$100,000 subscriber-based guy, who's not really super political. He is political, but not like in the way that a guy like B or Sargon or say somebody like Atheism Unstoppable or whatever the fuck. You pick any of these fucking names, right or left or center. There's not the audience overlap, and there's nothing to be gained for the guy talking to you, and you just look thirsty. You look fucking, oh my god, like a fucking incel writing creepy notes to a fucking Instagram whore. It's cringe. Like, I hope that makes sense. Thanks for watching.